We currently have a 2-year-old Colt in the stable by the son of Schnitzel out of the Starcraft mare, Miss Aubrey, who we purchased from the Magic Millions yearling sale for $150,000. The Colt is 30 days into his first preparation here, and he has stamped himself as a real 2-year-old pre-Christmas type. The riders have all commented on his sensible, straightforward attitude and just how sharp and precocious he is. He is a complete natural. He has taken it all in his stride, and for $150,000, he's value for money. Adrian, can you tell us about this Colt and his current preparation and his immediate plans going forward?
Yeah, I've been most impressed with the Russian Revolution, Miss Aubrey Colt. He's to an extent been a colt that's from day one, I guess, sort of flown under the radar a little bit, and I quite like that about him. But certainly in the last 4 weeks that he's been in training here at Randwick, he's really put his hand up, which is encouraging and what we really want to see at this stage. I love his action, the way he carries himself through his work and his gallops. Certainly looks to have a very efficient stride and carries himself very well, covers the ground nicely, and yeah, just looks very good in everything that we've done to date. We've just started stepping up his gallops, and he's ready to have a jump out this coming Friday for us. That'll mark the end of this first preparation for him, but it sets him up really well for the next campaign, which, off what we've seen this time in, I'd like to think that's a campaign that we can get him through to the trials and races with everything going well for him. And timing wise, traditionally they're the types that we've seen that are starting, I guess, obviously sort of pre-Christmas horses that we can try and carry through to ideally a Magic Millions campaign, which this colt would be qualified, and certainly that would be the big goals with a prospect like him and the precocity that he's showing. So yeah, looking forward to seeing him progress through to that jump out. He'll have a good 4-week spell off the back of that. And I think he'll just really continue to furnish and really develop into a nice colt. So yeah, I can't wait for the preparation ahead for him as well.
Gai, the success you have had with Magic Millions graduates is unparalleled, particularly yearlings purchased in a very similar price bracket to this colt.
The Russian Revolution at Colt is one of the nicest youngsters we have in the stables. He's big, he's strong, he is extremely focused, and most importantly, he shows enormous precocity. He was a very inexpensive colt compared to a lot of the other horses at Magic Millions, but there was just something about him that I really liked. I think I liked that he was alert and very light on his feet. He jumps out tomorrow, and you'll be able to see for yourselves.
Yeah, team, I just add that, Russian Revolution's doing an amazing job. His oldest crop, just 4-year-olds, and he's already knocking on the door to be a top 10 stallion in Australia by stakes winners and winners, mixing it with all the big boys. He gets 2-year-olds, he gets 3-year-olds. Of course, we know that having trained 4 stakes winners by him already in the stable. Red Resistance won a slipper lead up. Rise of the Masses won a slipper lead up. The Instructor won a Blue Diamond lead up. And of course, Russian Ronnie won those stakes races early in his 3-year-old year. So we know they get up and get going. We've had 3 colts there that have nearly gone all the way to winning that big stallion making race. So who's to say this guy can be lucky? Who's to say this guy can't be lucky number 4? He's precocious looking. He's got that lovely big hip, that big action. Obviously got a great attitude. So pleased, but not surprised to hear that he's doing such a big job in the stable. He'll be up racing early, and like I say, he might just be that colt that can go all the way and go from being a $150,000 yearling, which is just great value when you think about it, by a proven stallion, one of the best Russian Revolutions we saw here. Hopefully he's that $150,000 yearling into a stallion prospect with a couple more zeros at the back end of his name. So no doubt that's the goal. No doubt he's got the credentials. I think he's great value given the upside and a bit of fun to come.
There are limited shares available in our Russian Revolution Miss Aubrey Colt. So if you are interested in getting involved or would like further information, please get in touch with the team.